Hello and welcome to our presentation. I'm Cameron and this is Olly, and we'll be discussing how
Yeah, go. Okay. You conducted research to find out what people want in a video game.
welcome to our presentation. I'm Cameron and this is Olly, and we'll be conducting research about what people want in a video game. During our presentation we will be discussing what the results of our questionnaire were, including what it takes to create a successful video game from secondary research. These will eventually help us with our creative video game Rise of Oblivion by telling us when people generally like and what they don't like. During this question we wanted to find out what people's favourite genres of video games were. As you can see, action, adventure and RPG role-playing games were the most favourite, and that mobile and indie were the least favourite overall. This tells us that it will be better to create a video game of action-adventure genre as it was voted the most popular. For this question, we asked what platform do people regularly play on, and after we got the feedback, we found out that Xbox 360 and PC were the most favourite out of all the other platforms, with a percentage of over 40%, and that the Xbox One and PS4 were the least favourites out of the platforms with an equal percentage of 25%. This tells us that it will be a better supported game on last gen rather than current gen, as not as much people have current gen. For the third question, we asked how much do people spend per month, averagely. The feedback we got showed us that people mostly spend around £10 to £20 per year month, with an overall percentage of 31.58%, and that the least amount of money people spend on games per month is £30 to £40, with a percentage of just 5.26%. This also tells us that people will likely buy a game if it is cheap. For the fourth question, we asked what do people think makes a successful video game, and for the feedback, gameplay and the story were voted the most favourite with a percentage of over 60%, and that violence was voted the least favourite with a percentage of 16.67%. This shows us that gameplay, story and the characters matter most when creating a video game. The fifth question tells us how many hours do people often play games per day. The feedback we got tells us that people mostly play video games for more than 5 hours, with an overall percentage of 36.84%, and that the least amount of people play video games with just 0 to 1 hour and 1 to 2 hours, with an equal percentage of just 5.26%. Overall, this tells us that people enjoy playing games for a large amount of hours each day, meaning that it's a good idea to make a video game long. The sixth question, we asked how many copies of video games do people buy per year, and when we got the answers, more than 7 people, the 7 plus was voted to most with a percentage of 36.84%, and that no one bought 6 games per year. This shows us overall that people are willing to buy a lot of games each year in order to keep their boredom level down. The seventh question, we asked people if they were to create a video game, what type of designer would they be? When we got feedback, most people wanted to be an animator or level designer, which both had a percentage of over 30%, and that no one we asked wanted to be a creative designer. This shows us that the best parts of designing a game involves some sort of creative media. The eighth question, we asked what continent would people set a video game if they were to create one. And the feedback we acquired told us that people mainly chose Europe for the destination, with a percentage of 57.89% overall. The least chosen continents were Africa and Antarctica, which had no votes. This tells us that people are likely to be biased to choose their local continent to set video game. Ninth question asks people what platform or platforms would their creative video game be on, and people voted PS4 with an overall percentage of 64.16%, and the least favourite is other, with a percentage of just 15.79%. This tells us that if we were to create a video game, then the most played platform from people we asked would be the PS4. The 10th and final question, we asked people if they were to work for a video game company, who would they work for? When we got the feedback, we found out that EA would be the company that most of the people would work for, with a percentage of 52.63%. Furthermore, we also found out that Sega and 2K are both companies that none of the people we asked would work for. This tells us that people enjoy EA's games if they were to work for them, meaning we would need similar genres and style of gameplay as EA.
My name's Olly, and Damon gave us a task to create basically a video game and do our secondary research, and that's what I've done. Wanted to make a game on action adventure, as Cameron told you that it's one of the most popular ones in the genre, and the top 3 adventure games I researched in 2014. We found out why these 3 games are at the top, did my secondary research on it. These 3 games are all action adventure. This means that the games that let you explore the maps of the games, yet have action in them, such as combat in the game and so on. This is the game Destiny, top of the charts of 2014. Destiny was released on the 9th of September 2014 and has sold 115 million copies already. The game alone has made over 500 million in one day throughout the world. Destiny is one of the best sellers due to the gameplay and the fact that you can free roam around the map created by the producers. Next one is Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold 34 million copies since the release date on the 17th of September and has made £113 million. Grand Theft Auto 5 has the majority of its players online who bought the game, meaning that if you was, there's like I'd say 70% of people online and the other 30 that go offline. The reason for this is that it's based on a real life. In a way, meaning people can have fun and basically do whatever that satisfies them within the game. And The Last of Us. This is the 3rd best. The Last of Us has sold 6 million copies since the 14th of June 2013. The game has brought in £3.4 million and it's based on an action adventure plus a horror, meaning that you can roll the map, but you need to be aware of horror things like zombies or other things like that. The reason why these 3 games have made so much is because they all have that one thing in common. These games enable us to free roam and do things how we want them to be done within the game, so you can choose your paths that suit you. And that's
Finally, the primary and secondary research we collected tells us what features are in video games and what we can do to add them and improve the game we create. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and we hope you have enjoyed it.